Hey everyone, Tony D and Little Joan here on a Piney podcast. Little Joan just went to the groomer, or rather, the groomer came here. She looks so clean now. Oh, such a clean face. Um, let's get into it. South Jersey, New Jersey reports 378 new beer virus cases and only 5 deaths. Transmission rate falls again in a week after spike, which wasn't much of a spike. So, you know, Murphy's attempt to micromanage this whole thing is just ridiculous. It's down the transmission rate is down to 1.03. Okay? And he's already uh, allowed some indoor gatherings, which people are ignoring. At this point, people are ignoring him. And really, he should just get it over with. I just said this to somebody today. If these rules hadn't been so draconian to begin with, if he had just come out and said, listen, you got to social distance, you got to wear the mask, and you got to wipe down things, which is all you can really do, and just let life return to normal, it would have been about the same. Now, yeah, there would have been some people who continue. There are people who already continue to buck the trend. They bucked the trend through this entire debacle. If you had just kept things open, you would have had about the same rate. It would have been slightly higher. Slightly. That would be my prediction. Because most people don't want to get this. But to instill such fear in the populace, you're causing people stress and panic that they don't need. It's just making them worse, and you're not really helping. All these extra rules are not helping. 25% here, 250 there. It's all these ridiculous numbers. The rules change every day. It's a nightmare. And I think I'm more and more. I agree that with Tim Pool that it's planned. I mean, it's just the Democrats trying to make life miserable enough so they could blame it all on Trump. Now, Murphy, to his credit, he sort of splits the difference. He doesn't go quite the whole way. I'm not exactly sure why, other than he's really a Goldman Sachs guy, and probably deep down he's really a Republican. He just plays at being a Democrat because that's the party he happens to be in. But he really should just stop all this. In other South Jersey news, Ty Simpkins to produce and star an upcoming horror movie, Where's Rose? And he is a South Jersey native. He's been in Insidious, Iron Man 3, Jurassic World, and he's been cast as the lead in Where's Rose? And this is a horror movie about a local football star. His sister goes missing and then is found again. But then there's something terribly wrong with her. Sounds like a good premise, solid premise. So support South Jersey. Pineys, look for Where's Rose when this comes out, if we're ever allowed to go back to the movies again. The Trump Boat Parade comes to Philly and cruises down the Delaware River. This is from yesterday. Allison Butler held an American flag above her head and belted out the chorus to Lee Greenwood's God Bless the USA, wearing a Trump 2020 bathing suit while on a boat floating down the Delaware River. Is there anything more American? The boat carrying her Saturday was one of several hundred that formed a flotilla on the waterway between Philadelphia and New Jersey, one of many such boat parades that have popped up across the country in recent months, much to President Donald Trump's delight. Good for them. Sounds like fun. I'm not a boat guy. I get sick on boats. I used to never get sick on boats. And then I went one time. I'd been on a couple of fishing, what do they call them? The fishing cruises, whatever. And I never gotten sick. Never gotten sick once. And then I went on and I got as sick. I thought I was going to die. Literally, the boat pulled away from the dock, and I immediately got sick. I started throwing up. We hadn't even reached the first spot to fish, and I spent the entire trip lying down trying not to throw up. And I don't think I've been on a boat since. No. So I don't know what happened. I lost my sea legs. I lost them. And finally, this is big news. Hold on to your hats. The bear has been spotted. And more than that, he has a briefcase. You see in the picture there? This is in, I think, West Milford? Yeah, West Milford. This was 10 a.m. on Saturday, reported by News 12. I don't know if it's the same bear. Could be. But apparently he's now Business Bear. And he has a briefcase, which he carries in his mouth. I just love this picture. Again, don't mess with Business Bear. Whether it's a regular bear or Business Bear, you should not mess with the bears. See, he's crawling in a dumpster in that picture. Is there more pictures of the bear? Yeah, there he is. That's how he got the. There he is with the briefcase in his mouth. Oh, he's dropped it. Oh no, he's taking it in the woods. It looks like. Yep. So be on the lookout for Business Bear, Pineys. As News 12 says, very important business. Wah wah. The picture was funny without that pun. I mean, let's be honest. But whether you see a regular bear or a business bear, be on the lookout, Pineys, and do not approach.